So as you guys saw in one of my previous videos, I added a paint protective film to the underside of the blast cabinet glass. And as you can see, it's holding up perfect. Show it to you from the inside here. Now, my water is hard, so I got a lot of this garbage, but I'm going to show you how I clean it up. I just use some Meguiar's car polish, and that'll clean it right up. So you can see I already did this side. So that side is all nice and clean, but as I move over to this side, it's kind of hard to see in the video. But yeah, there, you can see it right there. So you can see all the water spots. I can get it to focus over here. You see those water spots there? So if you look over on this side, the water spots are real minimal, right? And that's because you just have to use something to remove those water spots. In this case, some Meguiar's car polish will do the job. So I'm going to go ahead and do up this section over here. So you can see this is the edge of the glass here. So I'm going to go ahead and bust out the Meguiar's, work on that a little bit, and I'll show you guys how it comes out. So this is the exact one that I'm using. So it's just some Meguiar's cleaner wax. And I just apply it on a bar mop towel and then just apply it to the glass. So you can see how bad the hard water stains are on this. So let me do that real quick and I'll show you guys an after. Alright guys, so I did this little top edge, and you can see how that Meguiar's just takes off that hard water right away. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and finish this up. I'm getting the Vapor Blast cabinet ready for another job, and I'll be shooting some video. We're going to be removing some machining marks on some aluminum parts, and hopefully we can minimize those texture differences and make it all nice and uniform. Alright, stay tuned. Alright guys, so there it is all done. Let me get my hand in here so it'll focus. Alright, so that's all that hard water is off on the inside. And it's all nice and polished up. So this garbage that you see on the outside is just dust and stuff from the shop. Hey guys, so this is what we're going to be doing today. This is a bracket that holds a direct drive system to CR10S Pro. And we'll be blasting with extra fine glass bead media. The reason that we're going to be blasting this is to remove these machine marks. This was machined out of one piece of aluminum. So you can see the CNC marks are still on it. So I'm going to try to clean this up. We'll start off with the extra fine glass bead media, see if that doesn't take care of it for us. If it does not, we will switch to an 80 grit and remove these marks and then polish up with extra fine glass bead. But before we get started, we got to make sure to protect any of these threaded holes. So what I'm going to be doing is putting some sponge and maybe some masking tape over them. That way we're not getting blast media inside of these surfaces. It's very hard to get extra fine glass bead out of these threads, so I prefer to not get them in the threads in the first place. That way we don't have any problems when we're assembling this. Alright guys, so here it is all prepped and ready to go. I got it inside the blast cabinet. What I'm using here are some little computer fan fastening. They're kind of made out of a silicone type material. They come with Noctua fans. And anyway, so this is what I found to cover up these threads. I just snipped up the end a little bit, enough to fit through these little holes, and then pushed it through and then stretched it to pull it through the threaded area and then let it go so it will expand inside. And I think that'll give me a good watertight seal on some of these. That way I'm not blasting these threaded parts. Alright guys, let's get going. So I got currently in the cabinet some extra fine glass bead media. We'll be blasting with the V3 vapor nozzle and at 50 psi. So let me set up the camera, turn on the vacuum, and we'll get going. So you can see that it does a great job of removing the machine marks. So you can see this is what it looked like before. Heavy machine marks. And this, in my opinion, doesn't look very good. And then now we got a nice even part. Doesn't have any machining marks. There's a couple there. I gotta still hit it a little bit. But anyhow, yeah, it's amazing. You can get into all these little fine nooks and crannies and even the finish all out. There's still a couple there, but I'm going to go ahead and hit this again. And we'll get this thing looking perfect. All right, guys, let's go back to the blast cabinet and finish this part up. Awesome. Okay, guys, this is how it came out. So now you got a nice uniform finish. We removed all those machine swirls. And in my opinion, this is a much nicer looking part. When you assemble this, it's going to look awesome. It's not going to have those weird swirl marks that just look out of place. So guys, if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notification bell. And comment. I love responding to the comments and helping you guys on your Vapor Blast journey. God bless.